Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Talk 10 with Mahen. Many of you will recall the inspiring interview with Alysha Govender in 2020. In this new series of Talk 10, we touch base with her again as she updates us on all that has transpired since the last interview. Enjoy this video and thank you so much for supporting this channel.
Hi there! It's so great to be back on the channel. I really love what it's about and what the amazing host has managed to achieve in this time as well. Just a quick update on the past year of my life. I think last time we had the interview, I was in final year medicine. So I've managed to graduate. I'm now a qualified medical doctor. I'm working as an intern in a hospital in Gauteng. Just being able to graduate, especially with all the uncertainty last year, it was crazy. And I managed to qualify cum laude, which is something I've been hoping for since first year. And I nearly missed it because one of the years I didn't do as well as I'd hoped, and everything was riding on the last year. I needed to do super well in the last few blocks. So it was very stressful, but I got it done, and it was one of the best things ever, one of my greatest achievements. Saying all of that, all for my graduation to be cancelled 3 days before it was meant to happen, which was shattering. But I know that a lot of people are going through that as well. You know, a lot aren't going to actually have their ceremonies, and a lot are not going to have their farewells. And it's so easy for everyone to say, you know, that's not what matters. And it's true. I mean, but it still hurts. It hurts because that's like the celebration of the culmination of everything you've worked for, you know. But like, I think to remind myself is that you've worked so hard all these years, you've made the cake, you know, this is just the icing. No one will ever be able to take away from what you've accumulated, from what you've achieved, from what you are, you know, that's always going to exist. No matter what gets cancelled, what happens in the world, like that's always going to be there, you know, which is great. It's really stressful, but it's so rewarding as well. I mean, there are a lot of sleepless nights, nightmares, post-call nightmares where you're just dreaming of everything happening in the hospital. But there's so many things that make it worth it. Just an example was like 2 weeks ago, one of the patients said to me, she remembered like the partner that I work with in the hospital. She remembered us and she said, you and that guy, I don't know if you'll remember me, but you really helped me and my baby's doing fine now. Thank you so much. And there's so many patients that you see in a day that you don't really click, you know, you're just doing whatever you have to do. But that makes you realize like you are having an impact, you know, a direct impact, whether you know it or not. And that's what makes it like, it stops everything. It stops all the exhaustion. It stops all the like, you know, the thoughts of what am I doing? I can't do this. And that brings you back to, you know, what am I here for? What am I achieving? What am I doing? You know? So it's amazing. It's so tiring. It's so hard, but really nothing worth it is easy. So it really is. It's worth it. Other than that, I'm still doing karate. I'm still a first Dan. I'd hoped to have gotten my second Dan by now, but with lockdowns and shutting dojos and opening dojos and studying, it's just been a whirlwind. Even this year, it's taken away from our tournaments. We haven't had any tournaments, gradings as well. And karate's just closed again. So I'm hoping that we can still carry on, you know, when it's safe, and I'll still continue with that either way. You know, I think it's good to have something to take you away from just the stress of your job. It's so nice to like meet other people outside of your work and to see different perspectives and to do different things. It opens up a whole new world. Aside from that, I've also started yoga. It was really convenient because they opened up a yoga studio within my karate, so I was really lucky. And I was actually thinking about it from when I was small. I always wanted to be a doctor. I always wanted to play the guitar, and I always wanted to do yoga. Those were just things that I thought like would fit in with my personality and what I wanted to do. So it's so great that I'm managing to do those things now. But I think it made me realize it's important to just do it. Just sign up, just find something, just start. That's the hardest part, is just starting. Once you've done it, then everything else falls into place. You'll find the time, everything, it will work out. It's just starting that's the hardest thing. So that's been another thing for me as well. It's sometimes you get so caught up in your work and the important things you have to do that you forget about all those little gems that you have staring you right in the eye. So just to end off on a note of gratitude, my first note will be to my grandmother, who's now my guardian angel. She had such an important hand in shaping who I became. She was my constant. She was always there. So just huge gratitude to her. And the next is to my father. He is everything. He made me who I am completely. I would be nothing without him. So it's amazing. It's so great to celebrate these things, but also to remember how you got there and, who helped you there. And my family's been there the whole way as well. My aunts and my uncles, who've been like second parents to me, constantly guiding me and supporting me and giving me that love to help me grow into who I needed to be. My cousins, who are like brothers and sisters. Everyone just has such an important part in shaping who you eventually become, So just a huge thank you to all of them. And it's been great. And I really hope that everyone is keeping safe and well. And just a note to, keep pushing. It's hard out there in general, but I think I really love how this channel's about positivity, and it's so true. We can't go out there being sad and being negative. It's just, there's so much out there already. Like, we need to combat those vibes, and there's so much that you can achieve if you just put your mind to it, if you just put your heart in it. So yeah, thank you.